Okay, it is wood grain day, so I am going to do a tutorial on how to do this. I do not use a chip brush. I use this. It is an alcohol ink blending tool. Color I'm using is this right here. I start off with a white base and I let it dry at least 24 hours. And your first coat is just going to be all, it doesn't matter what it looks like, you're just gonna go through and get a base color on there. If you do want it darker, you want to do like 2 coats of like this. The ones that are in the back there, they have 2 coats. If you want it darker, you might want to do 3 coats, but I would recommend just throwing it on there just like this for your first coat or 2, depending on the darkness that you want. And I'm just going to go through. It does not matter what it looks like because you're going to make it look pretty in just a few minutes here. And don't forget your bottom. I just lay it flat and just go around in like a circular motion. It doesn't even matter. Now you're going to let that dry just for a minute. So I'm going to do these other ones while that one is drying. Alright, so the trick for the second coat or third coat, whatever you want, you're just going to put a little bit of alcohol ink on there. And I use a glove, by the way, so I can touch the cup and turn it, because you do not want to touch the cup once you have spray painted it and put your alcohol ink, or you will get fish eyes all over it. So you're going to make a section in the middle and kind of feather it out. You're going to keep feathering it and keep going just in a small section. Keep feathering it until you literally have no more ink left on this sponge, and it's almost dragging it. Like you can hear the drag. Just like that. Now it's not meant to be perfect. It is a wood grain. So when you start your second area, you're going to start away from that first area and kind of feather it in. And you're going to go very, very lightly. You just want to kind of drag it. When you start to hear like that, you're just going to keep going until you hear that. Once you have no more ink and it's not coming out anymore, then you move to the second section. See how it's feathered in there? So you're just going to move a little. You're just going to work in small sections. Put like 2 or 3 drops on here and kind of start away from where you ended and keep going. Just feather it, feather it, feather it. Feather it on the ends, because if you don't, you're going to get a hard line, which you can still get out, but it's a little bit easier if you don't have any hard lines. Because if you stop here, you see that hard line? Okay, now that's hard to get out, but not impossible. So you're just going to want to feather it and just keep going until you don't hear anymore. And if you notice that you have a lighter spot on the other side, anywhere, if you have a little bit left, just go ahead and go through it. Turn your cup. And that's it. And when you get to your last section, you're literally just going to put like 2 drops on here and go right in the middle and then feather it out. Feather it out so that it all blends together. So you don't have any hard lines. You're just going to feather it, and you're just going to keep going until it's done. And then don't forget your bottom. So I do like 1 drop, and I go in a circular motion and just make it flat and just kind of keep going. Same process. You're just going to make sure that you have no ink left so that it makes that cool line for the wood grain. And this is 2 coats on this. And this is Carrie's wood grain. And I know it's unique, and you do not use a chip brush. I don't do good with the chip brush, so this is it. Now I let this dry maybe 20 minutes and throw some epoxy on there.